Quick rock talk. Hey, electric car people. There's a battery shortage for new electric cars. Automakers have dumped billions of dollars into ramping up manufacturing of electric cars. Meanwhile, most of what your electric cars are charged with is fossil fuels. Fossil fuels that the current administration in the West, not just here in America, shun and have actively stated numerous times and shown through their policies of regulation and taxation, bumping up in intensity, to be against. Now, if 90% of the world's energy comes from coal, and things like mining oil, natural gas, and coal is being stomped upon by regulatory measures being implemented and additional taxes being piled on top of it, what do you think that's going to do to the cost of electricity? What do you think that's going to do to the availability of electricity? Because it's only a matter of time before not only is electricity expensive, there's just not enough of it to go around no matter what you're willing to pay for it. You'll be in the same boat as the rest of us driving around in our gasoline cars. Now with inflation, even if there weren't a battery shortage, even if batteries are getting cheaper as we're getting better at manufacturing them, they're still going to go up in cost. And that first battery change is probably covered in your warranty. It's true. And you think that you're just going to drive your car for all of time. Well, if you drive like 50 miles twice a week, maybe 5 times a week even, you just go around the corner to work and back or whatever, or, you commute to work, like 70, 80 miles away and then commute back home and then plug your car in and you never use it for anything else, you might be able to get maybe a decade out of that battery. But you think the rest of your car is going to hold up? Do you think all of those fancy electronic sensors and whatnot all throughout your vehicle are not susceptible to wear and tear and failure? I'm here to tell you that the number one thing that goes wrong with gasoline engine cars and trucks isn't the engine or the powertrain. It's the sensors. Oh my God, I got an oxygen sensor that went out. I've got some other kind of sensor that went out. And some of these sensors are irrelevant. Like I have a bird's eye view camera suite in my car. Somebody backed into me and the front camera is no more. I can't see what's in front of me via my camera. Good thing I have a windshield. I can drive my car without that for the rest of my life. And the car doesn't need it. There's other sensors that are needed, not just to run the engine, but like say my key fob, the battery dies. I can't start my car without it because it's a push button ignition. Say, one of the things that has to do with running the lights in my car, the headlights goes out. You can't operate a car legally without headlights. Even if you can drive it all you want, even during the daytime, you can get tickets in some places for not running your lights. And you think that electric cars are just immune to all that? They have more electronics and sensors aboard, by far, than an internal combustion vehicle ever would. And I'm not talking about, your powertrain. Say the little motors on your wheels and the battery system and the sensors that charge your battery and discharge your battery and keep it operating safely. Say all that's good to go. There's still a lot of things that can go wrong. My Bluetooth module is faulty in my car. Sometimes my sound just cuts out. That can happen to you too. And right now, the shortages spare nothing. There's no product that is spared from the effect of these shortages and these supply infrastructure collapses. So that Bluetooth module to get your stuff back online, gone. Can't replace it at any price. You can be like, well, I know it's a $100 part, but what if I give you $1,000? You can give me $100,000, there isn't one. What are you going to do? And then, what if that sensor that goes out on your electric car is one that is needed for the operation of the car, that regulates the charge of your battery or provides, I know a lot of first generation Tesla Model S's have a thing in the back axle that senses when the tires are spinning, so you don't just burn up your tires because of all the insane amounts of torque, and regulates your torque for so-called launch control. That goes out, you're just going to go through tires like nobody's business, and you won't be able to drive the damn thing. It's undrivable. You just spin your tires all day when you hit the gas. What are you going to do then? You're not thinking. You're just so busy wallowing in the hubris of your smugness. Oh, I don't have to deal with gasoline. You guys are paying out the nose and I'm not. If you're not yet, you will be soon. I promise you, it's coming. Another thing is, if you're not paying a gas tax because you're driving all electric all the time, gas taxes are what pay for the roads. You use the roads too. Do you think the government's just going to let you use the roads for free because you're such a great person for driving electric? No. They're just holding off on taxing you so that more people buy into the same lie that you've bought, so they can just get you all in one bundle. Do you all in one fell swoop, and then you'll be paying as much as us, if not more. And all of the advantages that you had or thought you had over internal combustion will be gone. You guys, maybe you're intelligent, but you're not very smart. You're too intelligent for your own good. Take it from somebody who's intelligent. It doesn't really do that much for you. At the end of the day, intelligence doesn't allow you to put food on your table necessarily. I mean, somebody might pay you like for a job that is very intellectual, so you'd be like, oh, well, that does it, doesn't it? Divorce yourself from the conveniences of what you think to be life and just put yourself in a patch of woods. Survival skills are not intelligence. Stupid people can survive with nothing but the shirt on their back. Stupid as in for uneducated, generally not articulate, a vocabulary, etc. They'll get by. You won't. Why is that? You've over-specialized yourself. So I guess at the end of the day, you need to generalize your strengths, you need to generalize your resources, and you need to stop letting your presumptions, assumptions, and ideological fanaticism and your, the things you've chosen to worship in the face of your fear of death instead of a God, because that's exactly what you're doing. And just diversify yourself, diversify your resources. If you want to drive an electric car, I think you're a douchebag, but whatever. You should probably also have something that runs on gasoline. If you live in Florida, hurricanes happen. What are you going to charge then? What are you going to drive around then? You're just going to get a ride everywhere by somebody? You're going to pay them for their gas? Maybe you get like a little gas-powered scooter or something. If you're so worried about emissions and environment, you're stupid, because you should see what one lithium battery looks like being mined for lithium and cobalt and all that. But let's just say that you buy the lie that somehow or another driving your electric vehicle makes you better for the environment than me. Okay, so you don't want to drive a 4-cylinder car, like even though like modern cars have excellent emissions quotients. Buy yourself a little like gas-powered scooter or something, just in case, because like you're gonna be real disappointed in yourself and feel real stupid and be shunned in front of your peers if you can't get to work or go to the store because your stupid golf cart isn't working out for you because of circumstances via the environment, technology, or whatever, the infrastructure, or whatever the problem is. Think about it. Don't get a second electric thing. Oh, I'll just run this one when the battery's out on the other one. That's brainlet talk. Get something that runs on gas. Like I said, even a scooter, little 50cc scooter, gets like something insane, like 60 to 100 miles per gallon. I think they even have like mopeds that get 150 miles per gallon. Better get something. And I mean, something that small, how bad can it be for the environment? Well, laughably enough, a moped, a little 50cc moped, like you see in the old pictures from back in the day and whatnot, those have similar emissions profiles to my 4-cylinder, 2,700 pound Camry. And I have a lot more comfort driving this than you would that. Maybe you just need to bite the bullet and get a regular car. I don't know what to tell you. But you better act fast, because they're running out of cars to sell. They're getting expensive as shit, and things are not going to get better. I don't know what they're telling you, but the economy is not looking good. It's not recovering. And this winter, you're going to see some stuff. Good luck. Enjoy your bugs in your pod.